Good morning, this is Fat Guy Flies RC. We're out here on this 9th of September 2019. We're going to be flying the FMS Ranger out here at the cow field, or what they call the cow runway. And I haven't flown this in a while, so let's see what we can do. This is a great little trainer. I think it's $179 from FMS. You can pick it up at Horizon Hobby for the same amount of money. It's just a really rock solid little plane. I highly recommend it. Nice little tricycle gear. But just a good little plane. I see they're out here cutting today. And this has probably some of the most solid landing gear I've ever seen on such a little plane before. But I love the color. The coloration on it, that yellow and that white with the black markings, they just show up so well. But she'll slow right down for you. It'd be a nice little scale flyer. She'll do inverted no problem. I'm filming with a GoPro at the 60 frames per second in the medium exposure, or however way you want to say it. Well, this is just a phenomenal little plane. I reckon she's a great trainer, very predictable, very forgiving. I mean, it doesn't have unlimited vertical, but definitely has enough, more than enough power to get you out of trouble. Great presentation as far as how she looks. There, she'll do a little bit of a knife edge there. But as you can see, she's got a mild aerobatic. She's not going to do like snap rolls or anything. But for a small park, you know, I mean, she's 1100 millimeter if I remember right, maybe 1200 millimeter. So she's small enough you can leave her in one piece and don't have to take the wing off. But if you decide to do that, that is simple enough. It's a no tool assembly. The struts just simply snap right in and lock in place. Oh, and the wings are held on by two main screws on top, motor off on top, and they're just twist screws. They just twist right in. I'll show you what I'm talking about right here. Right here, they just twist, those untwist, and then these struts just pop right out and your wing is off. Here's another nice thing you can do about this plane. Put the motor back on. Is you can hand launch her with no issue at all. With that tricycle gear, great for oh, I forgot to show you the tricycle gear. Let me show you something kind of cool about this tricycle gear here. Hold on. Didn't like that getting too close to that big thing of dirt there. So let me, yeah, I know that was an aileron turn, not a rudder turn like you're supposed to do. But let me show you something. Come on over here, baby. Grass is kind of thick for such a little bird. But let me show you. Okay, motor off. Let me show you something about this front gear. If you're a beginner, look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? Now I tell you, yeah, it looks kind of cartoonish. And you people that are, you know, old, the more experienced pilots, as I like to say, you may say, ah, you know, that's for kids. Let me tell you something. I appreciate that gear. I really do. Very, very stout gear for such a little plane. That's probably my favorite way to turn right there. I don't know what that maneuver is called. But she's just a wonderful little trainer. Looks really good. You know, mildly aerobatic. And all right, let's see if I can do it on a somewhat of a flat turn there. All right, steer my rudder there. But see, the motor's been off since I made that turn. So see that landing gear? You see how it bend back? That takes the shock out of it for you. And it's very, you can see how it's still trying to turn. Oh, but in that tall grass, you can see how it's buried. So, grass isn't very dense here. So, let's see what I can do here. Still got several minutes here. You put full elevator. Anyway, that coloration just really looks good, and I pretty well fly her all the way firewalled. But for a beginner plane, awesome plane. I mean, you can't go wrong. $179, and you get a scale-looking, scale-flying, fun beginner plane. That's fun for everybody. She'll do a knife edge. I probably could set that rudder authority up a little bit more, but I've got her set on 100% throws with 30% expo. But definitely a very forgiving plane, very predictable. But Cessna, she's like a Cessna 182. Well, not maybe a 182, but maybe a 150. I think it's a 152 or a 150, kind of that style. It'd be like a two-seater Cessna if she was full scale. Oh, take a bow right on over. But anyways, that's the FMS Cessna. You'll have to correct me if it's a 152 or a 150. I don't really remember what she's modeled after. It may even say on the plane. I have so many planes, I shouldn't brag, but I do. So I don't keep, no, it doesn't say. Let's take her on up there. Just about hover. Yeah, hovering right there. And I'm running the Spectrum, the antennaless receiver. I forget what they're called, the AR-10. They're new ones that are antennaless. Those, whatever they are, I can never remember. I need to commit that to memory, that's for sure. But I'm also running a Zippy 2200 3-cell. That is the largest battery that this airplane calls for. Its standard operating battery is the 1300 3-cell. Oh, that's one thing about thick grass and tricycle gear. Well, really any plane. Thick grass, small plane. If I had a bigger round front wheel on there, she may not dig in, but this grass is not very thick. I think I'm running out of juice. Alright, motor off. Okay, motor off. Well, anyways, that is the FMS Ranger. And it's their yellow and black and white. I highly recommend this plane. As trainer, doesn't matter what level of pilot you are, this is just a great plane to fly. Very enjoyable. Oh, pardon me. The bang that I just drank is talking back to me. But that's the Ranger. $179. I'm sure come this Black Friday it'll be on sale for even more or even less. So anyways, that's Fat Guy Flies RC. I hope you've enjoyed this flight. I'm going to sign off for now.